Salut, salut, comment vas-tu? J'espère que tu vas bien. Je suis la Renée. Bienvenue sur mon chaîne. Welcome to my channel, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Bring it on in. Share the video if you like. This will be one of those videos that you absolutely will need to share. Point blank, period. Very easily said and done. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hello, Josie. Hello, Marisa. Hello, Simpsons Fragrances. Tawana, Mari, Shia, NY freaking G, QT, Tyrone, Lady Ann Sams, Jenny with Karen, Amanda. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight is actually Tuesday, so it's Bilolo, my love. I mean, is today Wednesday? Today is Wednesday. No, I will she not go. Nago, I will she not go. Pardon, Majesty, désolé. Speaking of, speaking of, don't initiate in African traditional religions. So I will she not go. All right. Everybody, hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Listen, got to get my days. Hello, Brooklyn. How are you? So, anyways, in fact, I was not going to come on tonight, but I will get into it in a little bit. If you're here for the first time, again, welcome. If you are a regular, welcome back. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, hit your notification or postification buttons, but absolutely make sure you take some gems away from this and share it on your social media. Make sure you tag at Conjure South and even at Cotalia _ okay? So anyways, welcome everybody. I'm so happy that you're here. But again, I wasn't going to come on live tonight. I have a class that I'll be teaching in an hour and a half. And I was moved to do this live. I had a student, beyond a student, an alumni of the Institute, a dear, cherished individual who is as genuine as they come, provided some information that I was already privy to spiritually. And to what I knew, I reached out to those individuals and I had conversations with them, said, hey, look, if this has been your experience, you may want to hold up, slow up, pump the brakes, take a beat, whatever it is, kind of deal. But as time has gone along, I've had another student, another client, someone that attended the Conjure Fest, someone that knows someone of the Conjure Fest, so forth and so on. And I said, you know what? Let me go right ahead on and make this part very clear. Let me make this part very, very, very clear. Okay? Very, very, very clear. Because it's so loaded, but I can't be on here all night because I have a class to teach, right? Please understand your platform. Please understand your platform. It doesn't matter if it's a large platform, if it's a small platform, if it's a monumental global platform. It doesn't matter. Know that when you have a platform to any capacity, that you have a responsibility to the people that are following you. You have a responsibility to the people that are following you, the people that are trusting you. And specifically when we are discussing conversations about spirituality, understand this, that your spirituality, your spiritual path, especially being so indoctrinated as people of the Americas, you learn to live, okay? Okay? You come to live by your spiritual path. When people look at Christianity, they live off of those commands. Well, they claim they do. When you're looking at a variety of other traditional religions, etc., there's like the Odu and the Quran, and there's these there are factors and things to live by. And when you live by these things, it becomes the thing that you know in. It's the reason why some people are voting the way they vote for certain individuals, okay? But it's because in their religious, spiritual heart and mind, they truly know, even if it's a lie, that's what they live on. Your faith, honestly, is sometimes all that you have. Sometimes that's all that you have. And when people begin to weaponize your faith, exploit your faith, prey upon you regarding your faith, may it be religious or just spiritual, magical, etc. Okay? Um, that this thing is so special that it can break you. Your spiritual path can, in fact, break your spirit. Break your courage, your belief, your knowing, that confidence, that thing you hold on to, that hope. And people begin to weaponize, exploit it, etc., so forth and so on. So having a platform, it is very important that we are responsible for our spaces, the people in those spaces, the people we share and connect to you in those spaces, etc. Now, I have made it very clear. I've made it very clear for years about the red flags of scammers, the red flags of hustlers, the red flags of charlatans. I even go out of my way to my viewers and say, do not, do not get involved. Educate yourself. Education is free. That's fine. But even be aware in educating yourself. At what point is it education or is it actually manipulation? I've had multiple videos where I talk about mentorship, about understanding if you need a mentor or if you want a mentor, if you think that's something you want to do. Well, the reality is this. It's also important to, again, and I mentioned this before, you need to know the person. You need to know the person. For me, I am here to make it clear once and for all. I do not endorse not one past or present counterfeit instructor or presenter that is hustling you for initiations, sacred ceremonies that anoint you to be a part of their spiritual houses, societés, elays, etc. If you look at my history and understand this, if I don't deal with you no more, if I don't talk to you, if I'm not promoting you, if I'm not mentioning you, y'all got to begin to start taking note. Y'all just saw me with Witch Mama in Brooklyn. Witch Mama is top tier. She is genuine. She knows what she knows. She is not just legitimate, but she's also ethical. She's ethical. She has a coven. Her focus is Eurocentric, green witchery, even now bringing those of the Appalachians in, etc., so forth and so on. I will tussle with you over which mama? Over Brooklyn, over clan mother. Clan mother Sharon Wapatukwe Piper. She moves with integrity. She has ethics. She's not out here hustling people. Okay? The next one that I'm going to mention, let me make this clear. She moves with integrity, but she is not going to initiate you. Queen Mother, Dewoti Desir, she is Queen Mother. She's not in the business to initiate you. She may teach you, she may give you education, etc., but she's not out here to initiate you. I am a child under the Societe Mino Khan, under Queen Mother. I more than likely will not become Mambo under Queen Mother. It's just not in her charge to do. Her charge is more political. It is very much getting us recognized, appreciated, and respected in these other religious spaces, because we have a voice in space, considering that a lot of their religions is built off of ours anyways. Okay? But she's not going to be hustling you. She's not going to do it. It's this particular reason why I won't have more authors with the Conjure South publication. I'll probably be the only author moving forward, and the books that I create will be done over a course of years, etc. Why? Because popularity and power and authority corrupts. Soon as people get a little light on them, it becomes this game of how popular can I be? How much can I be seen? To the point where people want to exploit their traditional magic and getting into ATRs. All of them. Initiated under all of them. Why? Because I can scam and I can prey upon multiple people in that way. All right? I do not and will not endorse that. It was brought to my attention, not one person. It was brought to me first spiritually, where I reached out to individuals and I said, hold up, your people came to me last night. Let me ask you a question. And then go, Queen. Doggone it, this is confirmation. Queen. I knew that. Let me tell you something. And I want to make this part clear as well. This hell-bent desire to be a priest or priestess, a mambo, a oga, a tata, a iya, a madrina, etc., so forth and so on, that desire to be all of that does not give you power. It gives you responsibility, obligations, commitments that you may not be able to even handle, one, but then also two, a lot of miseducation. And that desire is a huge distraction from who and whose and what you are. Who you are, your blood, not the Orisha. I'm talking about your grandmother, your grandfather, your second great grandmother, your second great grandfather, your fourth and your fifth and sixth. The magic that runs in you, the healer that runs through you. My grandma said, you do not commit yourself to somebody you do not know. And the reality is this. Although, yes, you are some of an African descent, you're also other things too, to be honest. But you are of African descent. It does not make you Nigerian, or Yoruba, just because you did a 23andMe or African ancestry. Even though there's a lot of your blood, you weren't raised in that space. Listen to me, please. Listen. I, of Caribbean descent as well, okay, and initiated in Haitian Vodou, cannot become the gato of Haiti because I was not born on the soil. So when someone tries to sell me a pie in the sky to say you can be the gato of the Southeast, it's a lie. Okay? 2, Queen Mother and I, because we had a conversation. I was like, Queen Mother, and I want y'all to listen to this this is a big one. I said, Queen Mother, Papa Ogu came down and said that I needed to be Mambo Asogui. But now Papa Fonfon, the Papa of our society, is dead. He has transitioned. It was his responsibility to give that to me. Not Queen Mother, not somebody else. So guess what? My journey of becoming a Mambo is actually slim to none, because the elders no longer exist. Rather, they have died out or sold out. There are Mambos from Haiti that will tell you, I'm fine. Ça va, je me sais bien, parce que j'ai riche blond. I'm good. I'm doing well. I got rich white people to pay my bills. And these are words that come out of their mouth. And I'm not making this up. So you either have the elders that have transitioned, or the elders that have died out, or the elders that have sold out. And it's not even that many of them. Queen Mother said to me, she said, Queen, because I'm still queen of my lineage, regardless if I'm in Vodou or not. Vodou has nothing to do with my spiritual royalty. But she says, Queen, you know what? First and foremost, you're not old enough. You haven't lived long enough to be a Mambo. So the Loa won't even recognize you, number one. But number two, if you want what everybody else has, that's fine. You are Mambo, because it's pretty much like that. I can go get you some beads and say, you're Mambo, period. Point blank, period. You're Mambo now. The elders in Haiti and the elders in Benin, they're not going to respect you. They don't know you. You were drop in the bucket. If that's what you want. So the reason or it's not even what I wanted. It was like, well, Papa Ogu said this. And she said, I understand that. But understand that that responsibility was given to another elder. Okay? All right? That was given to an elder. An elder is no longer here. So you can't fulfill that calling because he's no longer here. Why is that important? That is important for everyone to listen to, because the elders are no longer here. The elders are no longer here. If people are initiating you and they are under the age of 40, if they are under the age of 50, actually, if they're touching on you, touching your head, giving you baths, etc., so forth and so on, you're going to have some problems. And most people do. And they go, oh, it's just purging. It's letting these things go. No, it's because they don't have the relationship, number one. They don't have that. And then number two, they don't have the blood to do the things. I had a student, not somebody that I told to do this, but she mentioned to me just the other day, Queen, I have a pot for Ogu. And I said, are you initiated? She said, no. Listen, if a person is claiming to teach you and they're telling you to do this and have a pot and all of these things, let me tell you something. It's a lie and it's a fraud. I, as an initiate, cannot even set up my own spaces for my loa. My mambo or ogun has to do it because they have to call the spirits into your space. Otherwise, it is all in vain. And I got my tail smacked because before I knew that, I did it. And my papa said, "What are you doing? What is this?" I was like, "Well, I'm initiated now." I thought I was supposed to set up the things for the, da da da. And he's like, "I have to do this. This is not good. You must sit this down." You ain't got to tell me twice, my baby. Trust that. I understand. I understand. I understand. So understand that if people are telling you set up altars, set up spaces, take a pot, put this at your door, or whatever else. I told this girl, I said, "Are you putting blood in that pot?" "No." "Then baby, there ain't no pot. That is not a pot, my chérie. If you ain't feeding it the stuff, is not a pot, because it's about the offering, not the devotion, which is different. I will get into that now. Do not initiate in the ATR in order to be a devotee. You don't have to be. You do not have to be initiated to devote yourself. That was the whole point of this year's Conjure Fest. But a lot of people don't listen. You hear me, but you're not listening. I clearly said, do not. This is not necessary. But some people heard, well, this is my path. Let me tell you something. My path is to be a mambo. And I probably never will be. Not because I'm not deserving, but because my elder no longer exists. Just because something is, if I told you there is magic in you, that does not mean, oh my goodness, can I go audition for Harry Potter? No, no, no. Absolutely not. So just because somebody say, you know what, Oshun walks with you, that does not mean, oh my goodness, let me be Oshun. Da, 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 da. It doesn't. You don't, and you don't have to go jump into. You don't have to jump in the river. You don't got to breathe out like a fish. You don't. None of that is necessary. But understanding what it takes to recognize Oshun and to create a devotion with Oshun. You all listen, let's be real. Let's be real about it. When you all were Christian, you were devoted to Sundays, Wednesdays, vocational Bible study, all kinds of shenanigans. But you never strive to be the pastor, the preacher, or the priest. You were devoted even before you were baptized. And that's fine. And it's the same way with the Loa. It's the same way with you, Orisha. Okay? Because of this, listen, I love you all. I care for you deeply. You see, I come here, I give free information on a regular basis. I'm not always trying to throw another situation in your face. Once a month, I mention one particular service for you at a very inexpensive rate, pardon. And that's it. I don't promote my readings. Once a year, I promote the Conjure Fest and the Working Ritual Weekend. That's it. Outside of that, I'm just showing up for my people. Why? Because you're supposed to have this information because it was taken from you. And it doesn't take me having to educate you on the things that people are saying. Let me debunk the BS, or you, because the BS is already out there. So let me just debunk this stuff and give you the truth so that you can operate and move efficiently. It doesn't take me having to sell you on every little thing. All I ask is for a thumbs up. Thumbs up, share the video. thumbs up, share the video. Subscribe to the channel, please. Okay? That's it. That's it. You do not have to be initiated. Excuse me. You do not have to be initiated to devote yourself. You did not have to be baptized to devote yourself to Jesus, to God, to Sky Daddy. All right? It was not necessary. So my thing is, when I'm getting phone calls and people are paying for readings, not wanting a reading, but to tell me that they are being hustled, it is my responsibility to come on and say, you get what you've paid, may it be a donation. Everything else, do not move forward. Period. I want y'all to begin to recognize this. When a mentor has, where is it at? Where is it? Hold on, because y'all know I got to be extra. Give me a moment. Let me not trip real quick. We need examples. When a elder is holding the spoon in your face, you need to be aware if they are taking from your mouth or if they are giving. Point blank, period. And if the only time you see this comes with a price tag, it's transactional. Gabriel said, I truly appreciate it. I said it before and I'll say it again. I knew when I met you how authentic you were, Queen. Thank you so very much. Okay? And that is just the sole reality of it. And I tell you what's so, and I mentioned this too at the Conjure Fest about people's integrity being compromised. About people's integrity being compromised. People may know the information. They may have grown up in the spaces, okay? They may have got great lived experience. But if you only get that with a price tag and nothing else, there's a problem. There's a problem. It is not okay. But I know it is my responsibility, you as my followers, and I want to do better. And me doing better probably will be, I probably will have just cut off the people that I mentioned earlier, will probably be rotated in the space. Because it's generations upon generations of information just within the additional three that I mentioned. That being said, moving forward, but first and foremost, in October, I'm going to do a free class on ATRs, the Orisha, and the Loa. I'm going to tell you how to devote yourself, very heavy in Vodou, because that's what I'm a part of. I will get my information from the elders that I know that are not here hustling people on the things I don't know about the Orisha. And if I don't feel comfortable talking about it, I'm going to have them come live to talk about it. But understand this. You didn't have to pay to go to Sunday school to hear the word. Okay? You're not having to pay to be here to hear the word. When I began to teach methods of magic, that's a different thing. That is education of a particular method. It is a skill. It is something that is precious and also esoteric. And sometimes prices and things are determined based off of how precious and sacred they are. Okay? Um, Hello, everyone just joining now, watching Hurricane Francis literally passing through Baton Rouge at this moment. We are here because we're supposed to be here. You taught us the exactement. Exactement. Um, if we are only, if there are only charlatans in public, who knows what's going on in private? Exactly. And it's very little. When you look at the kings of Vodun, the queen mothers of Vodun, they may have 200 followers, maybe, whatever. When you look at me as a royal and traditionalist and purist and all of those things, although I have what I have, is nowhere near these trendy, vibrational, and all the things. Like I'm not. When it comes to the truth, and the reason why those numbers are so small is because people cannot live in the truth. Living in a fantasy and a delusion is going to always be more appealing. It is prettier, and it's going to give you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Point blank, period. And I want to be very honest about this as well. I'll be very, very hello. Omi speaks. Merci beaucoup, la reine, pour sa grille et tes conseils. Yes, absolutely. Yes, of course. I mean, without a doubt, without a doubt. I mean, I'm definitely going to be here for the advice, for the counsel, and those things, without a doubt. But I needed to come on because one too many of my people, of you, have either made a reading or hit me up in some shape, way, form, or fashion and said, Queen, and let me tell you something. I want y'all to learn something real quick. I want y'all to bring it in and listen good for me, please. Every single one of you that said, Queen, when I was in this space and I was getting the information, something didn't feel right. Something didn't feel right. I knew something was off. Something automatically just did not sit right with me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you've been on this page long enough where you know what truth is, what it feels like, and what it sounds like, number one. Number two, because of the blood that is in you, your ancestors said, baby, hold up. Baby, back it up like a U-Haul truck. Do you know how amazing that is? Do you know how powerful that is? That you got the clues, you got the hints, you heard the word, but you didn't trust to listen. And that's what I'm here to do, is to let you know, listen to that thing. It is why I tell people, Queen, I want you to be my mentor. Take some of my pre-recorded classes first. See if you vibe with me and if you can receive what I'm saying, because I may not be for you, and that's okay. Queen, read for me. I may not be your reader. Queen, do spiritual work for me. I may not need to do your spiritual work. And I'm okay with that. It's not for me to be out here to get all the people to do all the things. That's not what it is. So understand that when you have that feeling, when you have that nudge, that's the answer. You don't need me to confirm it. You are the confirmation. You are the confirmation. I don't need to validate nothing. You got to this point because of what you already had. I'm just helping you finesse it a little bit. I'm just giving you some more ways to utilize and to develop and grow, etc. Impressive magic is a different kind of ferocity. And just for people to know, honestly, I am livid. I am so livid. But this is me being livid, though. To be very honest, when I am in a space where I am so upset, This is what you get, which is why it is very dangerous to be around a Vincent Meadows de la Livre, because this is what you're going to get normally. And so yes, that's a big thing with me. Thanks for kicking my butt into listening again. Literally, there are things in my face saying, here's what I need and what is coming. I'm squandering the gift of preparation, But that's the thing about it. I'm going to always encourage that. I'm going to always drive you to do that, because you are something before the Orisha. You are something before the Loa. You are American before you are these other things. And that's the truth. That's the reality. And you cannot dismiss who and whose and what you are because you think there is more power and ability in another space. This is why some of the people I no longer deal with have got initiated in every single Kimbanda, Lucumi+Voudon, 21 divisions, etc. Because now, oh, you want Voodoo? I got that. I got elders. Here's $4,000. Here's $5,000. Da 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 blah blah da da da. No. No, that's not how that goes. That's not how it goes. You all take this as a blueprint. I am here often. Now, I am going to be readjusting my times or whatever else, but I will still be here. I will do pre-recorded videos and those kinds of things for free. Okay? Free classes as well. And it's because this is stuff you're supposed to have. Again, I will be doing an October free class on ATRs. Join me on Sunday. On Sunday, I will talk about that. I will give you all the link. You can join, you can sit in, you can take notes. And I'm going to show you what devotion really looks like, how you can implement it in your life if you decide to do so. You can decide to be a Christian. You can decide to be a Vodouizon. You can decide to do to serve the Orisha. You have to be called as a priest, as a preacher, as a pastor, as a mumbo, as a iya, as a baba, as a tata, as a madrina, etc., so forth and so on. So understanding that just because somebody walks with you, a spirit walks with you, or this is a path for you, it does not mean that this is the path that you must commit yourself to. But most importantly, when people are coming to me and saying, Queen, I don't know if I should pay for this class that they are promoting, and they are also pushing this on other family members, etc. And I'm not making this up. And I don't know whether to do that out of fear and worry, or if I should, pay this phone bill. Pay your phone bill. Pay your phone bill. You didn't know before you knew and you were fine. You're going to be fine now that you know. Because what are you paying for? What are you getting? Truly, what are you getting? Even when you're here, what are you getting? What are you getting? If you're not being fed, then you need to go to a place where you are fed. And I'm not talking about spiritual empty spiritual calories. Yes, you're an empath. Yes, oh, Shun is with you. Oh no, that's Legwa with you. Da 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 do 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 do. All the things you want to hear to make you feel a particular kind of way. Let me tell you something. It doesn't give you power. Even as a devotee, you're just saying thank you. But we're gonna get into that in the free class. Okay. And for that reason, again, I say I'm not endorsing anybody. If they have been in my space, if you have met them at a conjure fed, at a working ritual weekend, on the sidewalk, if you met them with me at a Target, I don't care. If they have been with me and you trust them because of me, I'm telling you, I do not endorse, I do not encourage, I am not empowering or asking or giving the green light or approving to move down a path of initiation. If I was not called when I was called, I would not have been. And now I'm doing my own thing, whatever else, but we'll get into that as well in the class. So just understand that I'm telling you that. So if you trust them based off of them being in a space that they have, in a space where they have held with me, and they're trying to push you into initiations, or if they're trying to encourage you to initiation, or they're trying to encourage you to take classes, and more importantly, if they're just asking for money for every little single thing, my thing is this. I'm here, I'm checking on y'all. I'm asking you things. When Brandon Weidman here had an issue with his sickness, I said, all right, baby, this is what you're gonna do. I didn't say, call me and I'm gonna teach you. Call me, set up a situation. There are those that show up that I know that I'm like, they're just here. They won't. But I have no issue providing the information. I have no issue giving the education. It's not that serious. It's really not that serious. So I hope that you all have taken something from this, all right, tonight. And I do hope that you listen to me well. Again, if you have been hustled, I am telling you, leave whatever you have given as a donation. Take the L and move forward. Take the L and move forward. But do not feel obligated or confused or conflicted because you may know them through me or any of those things. I will give you all that I can in my free classes, and I think I'm going to do it annually because it's a conversation that happens regularly. But this also makes me go, I can't have these things back in my spaces if people aren't going to listen to me. I literally said, use this, devote yourselves, not to commit. That's a problem. That's a problem. We have to start listening and not just hearing what I'm saying. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you all greatly. I truly care for you. And I hope that this video proves that. Take some of this, go share it somewhere. Let the people know about it. All right? Y'all have a good one. Until next time, I will see some of y'all in class in 45 minutes. I got to hurry up and throw food down my throat. Have a good one. Bye-bye.